Hello students and welcome to e-classroom of English. Once again your English instructor Harpreet Kaur is here to make you enjoy your English classroom. Yes, our today's topic is of literature, chapter The Tale of Peter Rabbit. So let's get started and read this interesting story about the naughty rabbit Peter. There were four little rabbits, Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. And you know where they lived? Yes, they lived with their mother near the sandbank. Okay, and where was that sandbank? That hole was made under a big fir tree. All of you know rabbit lives in hole, and they used to live in that hole under the big tree. And the tree was of fir. So once what happened, their mother, she was going somewhere. What she gave instruction to the sons? Yes, she gave the instruction that don't play here and there, just be together. आप सब एक साथ रहना, अकेले मत खेलने जाना. And specially she gave the instruction that don't go in the McGregor's garden. Why she said no? Because they were alone and mama was going to out for bringing some material for the house. So she instructed all the four children, Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail and Peter, that just play here only in their area, don't go in Mr. McGregor's garden. Then what happened? Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail, they were very much obeying children. They used to always obey the elders' instructions, their mother's instruction, and they just simply eat blackberries which were there in their garden. उन्होंने सिर्फ blackberries खाई जो उनके garden में वहीं available थी. But you know what did Peter do? Peter ने पता है क्या किया जो fourth brother था? He just ran into McGregor's garden. But Mama ने तो मना किया था. Mama said no to go in that garden. Still he went in that garden and he ate some lettuce. वहाँ पे कुछ lettuce खाए उसने. French beans भी enjoy किए. Then he felt like little sick. उसे थोड़ा सा अजीब सा लगने लगा. So he was searching for parsley also. उसे लगा कि अब मैं थोड़े से parsley भी खा लेता हूँ. But suddenly then what happened? You can see in the picture ना. Yes, Mr. McGregor was angrily coming behind him. He was running behind him near the cucumber frame. Side में ही cucumber frame था, खीरे का frame था वहाँ पर. There he was coming behind him. And he was shouting, "Stop, thief, stop, चोर रुक जाओ." So what happened? वो बहुत डर गया था. Peter was really afraid. He was frightened very much. He started running across the garden and trying to find what? Yes, trying to find the gate so that he can move out of that garden. But he was confused. Where was the gate? He was just missing where is the area of the gate. Now what happened? Unfortunately, his jacket, his red jacket buttons got stuck into the gooseberry net. एक वहाँ पर gooseberry net थी, उसमें उसके जो red jacket के बटन थे बड़े बड़े, that got stuck, वो उसमें फंस गए. Then what happened? He was very much afraid अब क्या होगा. And suddenly when he saw behind, जब उसने पीछे देखा, Peter was coming behind him with a rake. Rake क्या होता है? It is an instrument. जैसे हम sand को नीचे से ज़मीन से निकाल कर ऊपर डालते हैं ना, that is called as rake. आप image में भी देख सकते हैं. There is a rake behind that net. So now Peter was so much worried how he can get out of that net. So what he did, he just removed the jacket और उसने उस jacket को remove करके वहीं throw कर दिया and he just went into the tool shed. अब Peter Rabbit जा चुका था tool shed में and suddenly he jumped into the can. But unfortunately can में क्या था? Yes, there was a cold water in that can. Now Mr. McGregor was sure that Peter was in the tool shed only. उसे पक्का पता था वो tool shed में है. And he tried to search him under every flower pot. हर flower pot को उठाकर उसने check किया कि किसके नीचे वो rabbit, Peter Rabbit hide कर रहा है. And he carefully checked all the flower pots. Then suddenly what happened? As I told you, Peter was inside a can in which there was water. So suddenly what happened? उसको cold हो गया था. So he just sneezed. Catch you. Yes, you can see now in the image. Catch you. So what happened? He just ran from there also. Just very fastly he ran away from there. And he saw a window. उन्हें एक छोटी सी खिड़की दिखाई दी. And he just jumped out of that window. But window was very small for McGregor. Was it possible for him to jump out of the window? No. So he was very much tired running after Peter. उसके पीछे पीछे भाग भाग कर जो McGregor था वो बहुत ही थक चुका था. Then what happened? Peter moved here and there, is just searching for the gate. Unfortunately उसे gate नहीं मिला. He has lost the way. So how could he get out of the garden now, and how could he reach to her mother back? उसे समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा था. So what he did, he asked for the directions. वो रास्ता पूछने लगा. First he asked to a rat, can you tell me the way to the gate or the main road? So he said, no, I cannot tell you. Then he asked to a cat also. What did the cat said? Don't disturb me, I am busy. So he was upset. Now what to do? Suddenly what happened? Mr. McGregor was hoeing the onion patch. होइंग मीन्स अपने ऑनियन पैच का जो वहाँ पर उसका ऑनियन गार्डन था उससे उसको खुदाई कर रहा था. सो वॉट ही गट एन आइडिया नाउ. पीटर जस्ट वेंट इनसाइड दैट ऑनियन पैच. उसके पीछे छुपते हुए वॉट ही डिड, ही जस्ट स्लिप्ड अंडर द गेट. दबा कर अपनी बॉडी को गेट के नीचे से बाहर निकल गया. एंड ही फाउंड द वे फ्रॉम गोइंग आउट टू द mother's place, and finally he reached in his area. Now what happened? Peter flopped down on that nice soft sand on the floor of the rabbit hole and shut his eyes. As I told you, rabbit lived in hole na, near the sandbank. So there he just jumped and lay down on his bed and closed the eyes as he was very much tired. बहुत देर से दौड़ रहा था रैबिट, कभी इधर कभी उधर. एंड इवन ही वॉज इनसाइड दैट कैन ऑल्सो, वाटर कैन, आई टोल्ड यू. So now what happened? His mother was shocked. Hey Peter, what's the matter? Why are you so tired? And why are you lying on the bed? He was confused कि कभी Peter ऐसे आराम नहीं करता है. So what happened to him? So he replied that Mama, I got lost in McGregor's garden. It was my mistake. आपने मुझे वहाँ जाने से मना किया था. I'm sorry. I did not follow your instructions and I did not obey you. This is my mistake. I'm really very sorry. So at last we came to know that Peter was not well at that night. He was having some fever and cold also. So what his mother did, उनकी मम्मा ने क्या किया? Yes, he gave him some tea for the dinner. But what was so sad about him? Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail, they had a variety of food that night. As I told you, मम्मा मार्केट गई थी कुछ सामान लेने. So they all enjoyed bread, milk and blackberries for supper. So imagine अगर मैकग्रेगर के गार्डन में पीटर नहीं जाता और मम्मा की बात मानता, so imagine उसे भी डिनर में क्या मिलता? Yes, bread, milk and blackberries. So we should always obey the instructions of our elders. We should always follow whatever they are saying, and we should not argue with them. So moral of the story is always obey your elders, their instructions, and never argue with them. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.